Mammy, I have thought about this many times. How to tell you what that evil man did to me. It made me turn against him. Turn against him so that the last 3 of my babies who died in your arms were only gotten by force from my husband. Those babies were not conceived out of love. And now that the time is upon us when he will no longer be here, and in a manner of speaking, we will all be somewhat free because we have all been in his thrall. Because of those changed circumstances, I have thought of a way that I could tell you what he did to me, Mammy. But I fear that the only way that I can tell you is in a way that will make us both feel extremely uncomfortable and immodest. Before my first baby was conceived, before LaLi's son was forced upon her by my husband defiling her when she was just a child, we all agreed about the horror of that, are we not? Before that time, I still willingly went to my husband's bed. I did like to be touched that way. I did like the way it felt. And because I was so innocent and I did not know what it really meant to be a woman, perhaps I was somewhat insatiable. I can see, Mammy, that you are already somewhat uncomfortable. There is an irony in that, Mammy. All the horror and death that you have seen from taking care of so many people, from helping all the rest of us deal with death while you were alone. Except for me, perhaps. But you have been a solitary woman. I remember you telling me, and you remember telling me the night before I came to my husband's house, the day of my wedding. You told me that you were so sorry that you could not explain what he was going to do because you had never let a man do that to you. My mother was dead. My father is not the kind of man who has any sense of there being humanity in women, not even his own daughters. I do not know how he ever could have explained to me the shocking things that I was about to experience. So, Mammy, you have no idea what it is to feel. I am sorry that I have to say this word, Mammy. You have no idea what it feels like to be a whore in your own husband's bed. It was not enough for him. To go all over the plantation, not even sneaking, because he was the master of all those women. It was not enough for him to defile and terrorize a child, so much so that now she cannot speak. You remember, I taught LaLi to read. I think we can agree that there must have always been some sort of insanity in him. It's barely tolerable for me to ever have been in the same room with his family. They are all somewhat strange. But the last time I went willingly into my husband's bed, I found not just he alone in the room. Elizabeth, he had that child, LaLi, naked in his bed with the covers all pulled down so that I could see her, and her legs spread wide apart. There was blood on the bed. And he took off my clothes and said he wanted me to take her the way that he took me. You look as though you can barely contain yourself. I am so sorry. But there is one more thing. He was so angry when I refused to do what he wanted. He grabbed me by the hair, not by the neck, because he knew that my mammy would see the imprint of his evil, filthy fingers on my neck. He beat me all over my body where you wouldn't see it, Mammy. I'm so sorry, Mammy. Mammy, forgive me. Mammy. I needed you to know. I do not want you to think of me as contracting his illness of evil. And I am truly sorry, Mammy, to have kept such a big secret from you. I promise, Mammy, it is the only one that I have ever kept from you.